Let's do some sketchbook self-care. I have 3 exercises for you today using 3 different mediums. First, we'll use our tempera paint sticks, then watercolor crayons with a watercolor brush and water, of course. Then finally, we'll end with some acrylic markers. I'm using Sharpie, and then I have a metallic Posca as well. To get started, grab your paint sticks and make some nice expressive scribbles on the paper. Really let it out. I like to use bright colors. You can even write words on your paper. Make it a curse word if you so feel inclined. This one is great for pent-up frustration, stress, any tension that might be in your body. Let it out on the paper. And if there's tension in your body, there's very likely tension in your mind. So just put all of that on the paper. I like using colors that clash, and I like using big, expressive line marks. This one takes 1 to 2 minutes max. So I like to call it the let it out or scribble it out exercise. It's great for stress relief, emotional release, and self-exploration. Okay, we're now going to tape off our second piece of paper. By the way, this is a mixed media sketchbook, and I'm going to tape off my second page into 2 sections, and let's get into our second exercise. So taking a watercolor crayon, fill in the page, or if you've taped it off, fill in the borders with a nice maze. So it's sort of like a rectangular swirl. And I used a dark green crayon for the line, and then I'm adding these little hairs with a light green, and I'm filling both sides of the line with the little dash marks. Then I'm taking my watercolor brush and tracing over the crayon, just gently smoothing out the color. This one really helps you to slow down. I love feeling the sensations on the paper, and it's such a contrast compared to the first exercise we did, where you're using really harsh, jagged, random scribbles. This one feels more intentional, smooth. And then you can trace over your little hairs, those smaller dash lines, and just fill up the page. So this is called maze tracing or line tracing. It's great for untangling thoughts, slowing down, and finding calm. Okay, now for our third exercise with acrylic markers. Make some flowy lines across your paper. Let them intersect. You can do some loop-de-loops. My air conditioning just kicked on, so we'll enjoy that as part of our background noise. And just fill your paper with plenty of lines, and then you'll color in the shapes. And don't color in all the shapes. Actually, you know what? Do it however you like. I like to leave some white space with this particular sketchbook exercise. Just, I don't know why visually it kind of helps me feel like it clears my thoughts, but you can fill in every shape if you like. And we're going to keep it really simple. I am going to go back and trace over some of the lines and make them a bit heavier. So you can play with the thickness of your lines. And we're again doing that tracing motion. Tracing is a great way to kind of give yourself a safe space to put something on the page, but you don't have to think about where it's going because it's already there for you to just follow the mark. And this is a reason coloring books can be really soothing, by the way. Now I'm taking my metallic paint marker and I'm just adding dots today, keeping it ultra simple. There can be something really satisfying with simplicity. This one took me about 5 minutes total. So those are loopy doodles, great for flow state, intuitive connection, and trusting the process. And then as a bonus, I'm going to remove my taped borders. I just love how it feels to peel off the tape. And it does show those nice clean edges with the third drawing meditation that we did here. So I hope you feel better after these. As always, thank you for joining me.